We'll need a replacement weapon.
Now, anyone asks, you didn't get this here. You're not a postal worker, are you?
What's good, YouTube, man? Thank y'all for tuning into I Am Fresh, and we are back at it again with another video. And to my Fresh fam, thank y'all so much for always tuning in with your boy. Yeah! As you can tell by the title of the video, yes sir, we will be doing the 500 round update on our JTS M12 AK. Yes sir, I know y'all remember this bad boy right here, man. This was one of my, I would call, extreme budget cops right here. I included this on one of my extreme budget gun collection videos. If y'all haven't already, man, definitely go check that video out. I paid about 260 bucks if I'm not mistaken for this bad boy, and I would say that it's worth every single penny, man. I've had it for just shy of a year. I would say we coming up on about a year. If not quite, then we close to. I've been taking this bad boy to the range frequently, man, and I got about 500 rounds through it, so now I can speak to the durability and the reliability of it. I already kind of had a hunch that this thing was going to really stand the test of time and just be a super durable platform, a super reliable platform, just because of how it was built, man. This thing is absolutely heavy. It's a brick. You could just feel the quality of it, and I just will really say, man, for the price for an AK semi-auto 12 gauge platform, this is phenomenal, man. But listen, I know you guys like to see me shoot more than you like to see me talk. So without further ado, man, enough rapping. Let's shoot over to the range and get some rounds through this bad boy. Go! Buddy, please don't shoot, man. Please, this is just costume. This is just costume. Please don't do it.
Get down.
Enough for all that damn complaining on why the video stopped. The video stopped because you have failed to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And look, man, I really don't want to have to press the issue or get involved, but I will. You understand me? Listen, and I don't want to put Big Worm up on you. That's the last thing I want to do. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button, okay? You go ahead and do that. We'll give it a couple seconds. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that like button, and we'll be good to go. I'll be out your hair. You can go ahead and finish enjoying I Am Fresh videos. He a solid brother. Go ahead and support the movement. It ain't no sense of you sitting around acting like you want to do it. Just do it. It just, all you got to do is lift your finger. It ain't costing you nothing. All right? So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the video.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Alright, fresh fam, so we back from the range, and like I told you, man, this thing is absolutely phenomenal and was well worth the money. This is another one of those purchases where I'm very happy that I decided to go ahead and get. For the price point on a semi-auto AK platform, you really just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong at all. I mean, like I said, you got other options out there. You got your Saigers of the world, and if I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not butchering the name, is it a Vapor 12? You got a lot of platforms that's just like this platform here, but that price point is definitely going to change. This is an extreme budget price point at 260 bucks. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. The reliability is there, the durability is there. Like I said, I'm 500 rounds plus through this thing with absolutely no problems whatsoever. It seems to cycle very well. I did have a break-in period of this thing. I wouldn't say it was cycling well and flawlessly with all rounds at about maybe the 50 round mark. That's when this thing was cycled. I do recommend for the break-in period that you run a lot of spicy stuff. If you run your high velocity buckshot, high brass buckshot, as well as slugs, that'll be perfect for the break-in of this thing. I ran some birdshot on the initial shots of it, and it didn't cycle well. However, it did cycle the bird shots after the break-in period, and I had to dial in that gas block to get it to cycle appropriately with those bird shots. And as you can see here, that adjustable gas block right there starts off from 0 and goes all the way up to 3. Running it on 3 allows you to pretty much cycle just about anything you're gonna throw in this thing, because it allows the gas port to be just kind of wide open, allowing this thing to just cycle. But that's where you're going to feel the most amount of recoil. 1 is the smallest amount of gas release.
Whoa, little surprise on the end of that one, right?
Which makes it a more softer recoil, but again, you might run into some cycling issues if you're running some more lighter loads, only because it just doesn't have enough energy to cycle that chamber to bring up the next round. Like I said, the reliability is definitely there. This thing is just extremely heavy, extremely chunky, but that's just because it's just made of just quality, man. This thing is super durable. Like, I feel like I can throw this thing off of a roof and it's still gonna be in pristine condition.
Cap.
If you are a fan of the AK platform, or you're familiar with the AK platform, you'll be able to know your way around this thing with your eyes closed. This thing is a mirroring image of the AK when it comes to the controls. If you look at the dust cover release button right here, as you can see, the magazine release, charge and handle location, as well as that safety location, sights, gas block release on the side there. Everything is true AK. I'm able to dial this thing in and really get comfortable behind this thing with absolutely no problems. And as you can see, after running some pretty spicy loads, 500 plus rounds in, as you can see, the bolt carrier group and all the internals are in pristine condition, almost factory new out the box. I mean, you really just can't see any deviations, chips, or any type of swelling or any type of deformity in the metals from just pressure buildup. Everything is still in pristine condition, so I can really see this thing just running the test of time. This is another one of those firearms that I just feel like you can just pass down for generation after generation with proper maintenance and care. The accuracy of this thing is absolutely phenomenal, but you know, most shotguns are very accurate because they have such a wide spread when you're shooting those bird and buck shots. However, because you're able to have this railing system up top and run a red dot or any type of optic of your choosing, that really allows you to really dial your shots in, especially if you want to run a slug and take this thing out to the distance. You can see this long barrel on here really just allows you to have an option of, you know, stretching this thing out or just staying in close quarters, which way I like to be with shotguns. You know, I'm a close quarter guy. I like to run the shotguns in those close quarters. However, with some high velocity slugs, you definitely can take it the distance. Another thing that I like about this thing is the capacity. This platform is compatible with the Saiga magazines, so you're able to put the 10 rounds magazines. As you can see in the video, I ran the 10 round mag in here. Another thing is it has a slightly flared mag well, so it makes loading a mag in this thing very easy. And let's just check out the trigger pull, because like I said, this trigger is just AK all day. So if you're used to an AK, you're going to be used to this trigger pull. And I'm talking about the factory AK triggers, not the AOGs and all of that stuff. So let's get this thing a couple charges. As you can see, there's nothing in the chamber and there's no magazine, so this firearm is safe. So since we have a fresh charge, let's go ahead and just look at that trigger pull real quick. So as you can see, little bit of take up there. Boom. You're able to get that crisp tactile break right there. And then let's just look at that reset. Reset. If you're used to an AK, you'll be used to this trigger. You'll be used to the controls. You'll be used to the functionality. The only thing that changes is the caliber, 12 gauge versus 7.62, man. So you'll be able to run this thing with no problem. And it's also super user friendly as well because of the weight of it. The recoil impulse is very low in consideration for a semi-auto 12 gauge shotgun. That weight absorbs a lot of the recoil, as well as if you run a recoil buffer pad like myself, it really just takes up a great deal of that recoil, making this thing a very smooth shooter. This is something that, you know, I think even your family members will enjoy. That long barrel right there just allows for this thing to just be a real buttery smooth shooting shotgun. And this is something I would just recommend that, you know, you can allow family and friends to shoot at the range as well too, to get, you know, a lot of fun out of shooting a semi-auto. But Fresh fam, y'all know I could be out here rapping with y'all all day because y'all my folks, man, and I enjoy doing this, just tapping in with y'all. But I gotta conclude the video. Listen, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, man, what you think about the JTS M12 AK. And if you haven't already, consider joining the Fresh fam by hitting that subscribe button. But until the next time, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.